I'm just back from Amsterdam, from IBC. 4 days that were intense as always. And I was reflecting on, what I saw, the people I talked, what was the vibe, what is the state of the industry. So I think if I have to summarize, the vibe was very positive, very lively. I think people still really like to meet. There was a lot of energy. On the other end, on one end, analysts, and I've seen IABM, I've seen Evan Shapiro. So the message is a bit more complex. The fact that there is a lot of consolidation waiting to happen. It's not about revenue and growth anymore only, it's about profit and cash flow. I think it's not a super easy moment for the industry. There is a lot that has to change to make this industry sustainable. There are also macroeconomic factors that are having an impact. And even if you speak to salespeople behind the scenes, the message is, where are the clients? For sure, we will find a solution as an industry, but things have to change. And that's the message that Evan Shapiro had. On the other end, those companies that have a very focused, best-in-class value proposition, many of them seems to be doing well, because as the industry is reassessing, I think you need people that know to do things well. They can focus on optimization, on efficiency. And that's, to me, seems a bit the vibe. I collected a series of interviews with different people in the industry. There is a bit of clink people at the end because I'm advisor for them and I spent a lot of time with them. So if you have a few minutes, 6 minutes, you can watch the rest of the video. Ciao. And by the way, I had my first book signing. A lady was so kind to ask me about the book. And so I gave her a copy and signed the first book, The Untangling the Many Areas of AI. Cool.
This year, going through quite a few changes. After that kind of madness, we've had a chance to sort of look at what we really want to do over the next few years. Also at a time when MENA is rapidly developing, especially in terms of infrastructure. The likes of Google and Microsoft are investing heavily in cloud infrastructure, which is giving us a lot of opportunities to upgrade our technology.
I see a lot of discussions around cost savings, how you can make the workflows a little bit more efficiently. Finally, I see some sustainability discussions coming up. So I believe the industry is in a transition phase towards making money, making things more efficient and also more future-proof.
And I think it's a sign of a maturing industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen the IABM analyst, Lorenzo Zanni, yesterday opening at their conference with some pretty, I don't want to say negative, but not super positive signs of, as you said, budgets and...
Macro headwinds have both a direct negative impact on media businesses and on their consumers, who may be more reluctant to pay for content, particularly as the number of services on offer grows. For broadcasters, margins are increasingly tight, the research shows. Taking a basket of 30 large broadcasters, EBIT margins have been falling steadily since 2018, with the 2023 figure even lower than the COVID year of 2020. The result is inevitably a drive for efficiency in media businesses, leading to a rationalization of investment. The IABM research reveals that 2023 sees the growth in budgets for media tech ahead of equivalent revenues, with particular interest in AI and ML. This suggests that businesses are striving to achieve operational cost savings quickly.
It's our first real IBC, and everything is going super nice for us, with a lot of people, a lot of meetings, a lot of new connections.
I think this year is really interesting one because the streaming business has been booming for the past few years. Lots of models have developed, hybrid models. We speak about FAST, we speak about AVOD, we speak about SVOD. And the thing that most of the people speak about is really how do we optimize the system? How do we use the data that we collect in order to get the fans, get the subscribers more interested? How do we get them to come back to the platform? How do we get them to stay longer on the platform? How do we optimize ARPU? How do we decrease costs? How do we improve TCO? So all of those topics are very crucial.
If we want to monetize on the subscriptions that broadcasters and other content delivery companies bring to the market, Payments is a crucial part of it. A lot of people think of it as a commodity, but it can be something that actually grows your business. If done right, it can be something that actually also boosts your business. So having someone really understand what payments is about and also understand what is needed for the market that you are targeting can help in that regard.
There were some results that 30% of broadcasters indicated that lack of customers' care can lead to the churn of users.
For Kling, but also for many other SaaS solutions in media and entertainment, partnerships actually accelerate the growth of the company and help put together a sustainable ecosystem for broadcasters.
Oh, it's amazing. I love the location, just facing our great partner AWS.
In the sky.
Yeah.
You see there. Yeah.
We had 2 demos running over there, so that's pretty cool. But of course, we have our own space.
Well, I think it's funny to see 1,000 exhibitors here still. You know, we've been talking about consolidation for forever, and now I think with some companies being in trouble, I think we're going to see that consolidation happen fairly soon, especially in some categories. Whereas I think there's some that I think are actually thriving, and I think the topics of monetization is really kind of even more important than before. It's a question of the fact that everybody's been focusing on growth and subscriptions. That necessarily doesn't translate to profitability and cash flow. So now when money is expensive, and acquisition costs haven't really gone down, probably gone up. So you probably have to be much more focused on making sure that your lifetime value of the customer goes up to pay back what you actually spent on again. And to do that, making sure that each side of the customer sort of journey is where you try to optimize, where you have problems, you try to plug the holes in order to make sure you secure the revenue and also the profitability of the long-term value of the customers. And I think that's why you can't have a static view of subscriptions. You know, you say you have this is your package and this is what you're getting, and then you're surprised when the customers are churning. You need to be much more agile, much more focused on understanding why they're churning.
I think IBC 2023 is bringing a lot of change in the industry. We are moving from the years of COVID into some more careful years post-COVID. There's been a tightening flow of cash going into many of the startups and businesses. We see it with the large groups in the US, like if you take Disney, typically, even at Comcast and Peacock, massive losses. They have to optimize all of this business going forward. And this is also true for many of the operators. You know, many of the companies like us, technological companies, that need to make sure that they allocate properly the limited resources that they have on building competitive differentiation. And I think that's the change that we are currently seeing in 2023. How do you focus on something at being very good versus trying to do everything but not being excellent at any of this?